Alright, there you go. Is Jam's game audio low? Oh wow, great palace already. Jam in a pea bag cave. Both of them in the same cave. With Jam doing some... A candle on that cave? This is like an easy seed. Alright, hold on. And hello everyone. Yeah, sorry, I'm kinda busy looking at their screen and looking at chat and doing the tracker. Oh wait, Jam got the candle as well. Jam practicing his double hits. And he went to the standard, which works just as well. Oh, thanks for the host, the great Sir Nico. Nice little digger for Jam, Kappa. Mido Town, or some people say Mido, just to make some people angry. Was that Bagu? Bagu's house? Mido, yeah, I know. Jam already at life 3. Just one level apart. Not too bad. Is Bagu helpful in getting to other parts of the west? Let's see what RC is. And getting a spell too. I guess it's helpful. Reflect. Early reflect. Oh wow, Tri-City area. Here we are in Shield Town, or Raru. And Jam getting reflect as well. Thunder spell. This is like an open seed or something, which is nice. That was Ruto Town. It is not just a tri-city, it's a quad city. No one has trophy. Cannot do anything in the town of Ruto. No one knows where Quad City is. It's hidden town. It's a hidden city. Ouch. Hey, cool in the gang. I'm just the restreamer, but someone has to talk, I guess. There's not a lot of item spots that they've gone to. Maybe you need like boots, or you need to go through Death Mountain. Yeah, I'm not in any of the voice channels. Cool in the gang. Did you wanna hop in? I can hop in on Discord. Are they in the same cave? Yeah. I think. Yeah, the two different colors are threw me off there. I think Jam is using some other palette. Palace. Oh, that's the Great Palace. So all three palaces on the west are nearby each other. And that was P4. And that's P3 or 6. And there's Death Mountain, one of the entrances. RCS in Jump Cave. Early Thunder and Reflect. And you can see on the tracker in the middle where they got the spells from. These are crazy enemy sets inside caves on this seed. Not as open as I thought. Channel 1, alright. Alright, cool in the gank in the house shortly. Alright, here we go. Hello, hello?
Hey, what's up?
Alright, chat, can you hear cool in the gank? up your volume.
So yeah, so I loaded up multi-twitch. Hopefully I will be in sync. Someone said yeah. All right. So what did I was watching? What did I miss? The palaces in the west were what?
P4, P3, or 6 in the Great Palace.
Oh, that's kind of a challenging seed, except that they got Reflect and Thunder right off the bat, right?
Right. Yeah. And right now they're just item hunting, I guess.
Trying to get those caves, round up those caves.
Okay, you're very loud. Let me lower your volume.
I can also change the volume on my side, but I'll let you handle it. This way we don't get any conflicts.
Alright, how's that, chat?
That's Palace 3 or 6. That's probably, yeah, they're still on the west. Did they find the raft or they haven't yet?
No. Just the candle
They're still
so
looking.
far.
They might have to start exploring palaces if they don't find it. I just got a controller, and the game feels so different for me. I was playing with an Xbox 360 analog. I feel like I have to relearn a lot of the moves, but Guma is a lot easier. But I have to. I'm so good at beating Thunderbird with analog stick. It's not even funny. Jump cave on Rose City Saint side.
Yeah,
So I'm sure you introduced the players, but the Rose City Saint is one of the players who won the big race that we had, the playoff race.
right, yeah.
Oh, he's what some people consider an underdog, but that's really not giving him a lot of credit because he's really good at the game. Playoff race was really stacked. When you have Unos in the playoff race, you know he's going to take one spot, you know.
Who did he play against his last match?
Rose City Saint?
Yeah.
I'm going to load up the stats here. One was against Jackimus. Jackimus won. So his lineup was well, he played you in the first round.
Yeah.
So he played Jam in the second round. So this is a rematch, and he played Dark Magician in the third one, and Jackimus in the fourth one. It's in the playoff race.
Oh, there you go, chat. This is a rematch.
Yeah, it is. That's officially. I knew that. I just forgot. I'm so stupid.
And if they're about even, it's a pretty good match. And there's the grass tile finally.
I'm gonna try to turn myself down a bit. Then apparently it's.
Jam got it too. I didn't see. There's Trophy Cave on Rose City's side. Hammer, Trophy Cave.
Hammer and Trophy Cave. If we're gonna see what's under Spectacle Rock. So they must have found the candle really early, because
That was in the
those
Peaback
flags
Cave.
don't give you the candle. Ah, there you go. Okay. I must have missed that.
And there it goes.
And he got a good volume going.
Alright, jam with the medicine also. RCS in Medicine Cave.
Edison Cave is probably the hardest cave of the set of 5 that you start with. Always got 3 large enemies in the second screen. Be a bit tough if you're on attack 1.
Speaking of attack,
City Saint.
yeah.
So 333 is a good cruising speed. Magic Container and up A.
I wonder if RCS is going to a palace.
Wonder.
Turning
With
in
4, I don't know. I would turn in medicine, and then maybe I would go check 4, because you have reflect. If it's castable, then I find 4 is not that big a palace. You can get the item easily, and then you can just the boss not have to worry to come back.
I didn't see what reflect and thunder, how much it uses.
And, yeah, a lot of like you were saying, Tri-City right there. I see 4 villages in one screen almost. Let's open a Walmart.
And town of Meadow on RCS side. It would be nice if it's jump spell or fairy spell.
Or fire linked to any of these. It's not. Is it low? Is it linked still? I think it is, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Last round where they link the fire spell. I think the next bracket round will be not linked anymore. No more freebies. It's just how we used to play Randomizer, so. No. With a very good chance of finding fairy and any of the towns in the East Continent. Might have missed one cave. Or is he looking for the entrance to the Death Mountain? Buzz says the boots might be needed to get the last cave item. It's always the always creates a lot of confusion when the last item cave is boot blocked, and you keep checking and you keep checking to find that last cave, and not knowing that it's seen before. Gonna go in 4. He's doing what I would do. Oh, he's gonna IOP. Changed his mind. He's gonna try to find that last item cave.
Oh, I didn't see. Why did he up A?
I don't know if he changed his mind or didn't run into any doors. Maybe he felt like not having Master Key and not having Fairy. S4 would be too much of a challenge. Too much of a waste of time.
Thanks for the host.
We don't get extra keys in this. Yeah, it's true that we don't get any extra keys in this. A little harder tackling on a palace with no Fairy and no Master Key.
Wow, it's really purple pink on
It's
Jam's
fuchsia.
side. Yeah. Oh wow, that's hurting my eyes actually.
I'm real curious if he's gonna run into any doors or.
Oh, I think Arceus turned back because he thought he needed Fairy or Jump or something. Maybe. Hopefully, Death Mountain trek.
They're on the
pays
roof
off.
of that thing. This is like they're both taking very different decisions now. One is going in 4. Go rock.
The kid.
This is gonna go for it. The kid, so not really the raft, and not sure if the kid is really needed. So yeah, they're both taking very different decisions, and we'll see which one pays off. 6.
Oh, Jam. Trying to
I'm
do
taking a
flame
death.
hops. But whatever works. Oh man.
You could probably do it with your eyes closed, right? Simple.
The flame hops. I wish.
It's kind of hard with no glove and no jump spell.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't do any better than Jam over here.
Yeah, I probably would have died too with the enemies in there. Did we see? Was that P3 or 6? Or he went back up too early?
It's probably 6. Did you see the color? Because if it's not fuchsia,
It's like dark blue.
probably the 6 then. I think the other one's. You said the other one was Great Palace?
Yeah.
I'm just changing his mind. I don't know if he could have gone. But, oh my god! And then Rose City Saint hits the head dead end. They must be wondering, what is the other player doing? Is he like already in the east and hitting those dead ends and tracing back and losing all this time?
Oh, there was a door in the bottom of the elevator, so that was 6.
No can do. It says could still be 3 or 6.
Oh, okay.
No confirmation if it's
Palace 9.
door at the factor of 3. Rose City Saint just ganking on those Daras. Buzz, I'm not sure about the 3 and 6. But maybe somebody in chat knows what's the difference between the doors and.
Well, there is one room in P3 where you go down the elevator. There's a door also.
I think both of them have it.
Yeah.
It's the way to Rebanak. Spectacle Rock on M side, and it's the kid. Her disappointment, maybe he was hoping the raft would be there. Feels like he's forced to explore the rest of Death Mountain. Got a little bit of a head up. He's upping. Go back in 4 and check it out.
Alright, here we go. RCS. Which one
Finally
is
going
it?
into P6 or 3. But wait, if it's locked, you won't be able to get anywhere.
Key blocked.
Start for a seed. I don't even know what I would do. DM's the only option, really. Autoshy is asking if the Death Mountain both caves link to different areas. And sometimes did they mean anything? I think I've seen a seed where you had to go through Death Mountain to progress. So definitely part of that connection, one of the connectors. Massaria. Buzz is saying either the trophy, raft, key, or boots are in Death Mountain. Boots are in Death Mountain. They allow you to go to the last cave that we haven't seen.
Which is Hard Cave.
The inner cave, and if trophy is there, that you could unlock the fairy spell and start getting through doors.
1 up. That was Hard Cave. You got a 1 up.
Last item. So the Death Mountain's gotta have either the key or the raft or the trophy. caves. But Ryan, how does this work? They have a key. There's a door blocked in both P3 and or 6 and P4. So without fairy or key, they really wouldn't be able to progress even if they have the glove. 35 minutes in and we still haven't have a gem placed. It's very rare that we see this kind of playthrough. Be a tough little seed right there. Very teasing, teasingly giving you reflect and thunder, making you feel like, oh, this is going to be a doozy, you know, and then
Has there been a seed where Hammer Cave was boot blocked?
I couldn't say. I don't see why not. I mean, but they'd have to give you the boot if it was.
Oh yeah, they would have to give you the boots early, right?
Both players in Death Mountain, both looking for both looking for Hammer Cave. And I haven't been keeping track, but it must be maybe accessible by 1 or 2 caves because either of the players have found it yet. The only one who has his camera on, and he looks pretty frustrated right now.
Probably both.
The jam is too. Yeah. Big question: who's gonna find the raft?
Oh, what is that boulder block cave there? Oh, we've probably seen that already.
Probably, yeah. They probably explored it as soon as they got the hammer. Maybe that was the heart container cave. 7-8 times says, I missed the last 9 minutes. What happened? Well, last 5 minutes, nothing happened. They just been going around looking for the raft, and they both don't know where it is, and we don't know where it is. Nobody knows where it is. Time there's a One more race tonight at 12:30 Eastern Time. It's going to be Buzz against Unos. A good one. Buzz has a better record than Unos if you don't count the playoff race. They're both out of Death Mountain now, but I'm thinking they need to go back in there and get that item.
That is the last spot, correct?
Both in Death Mountain. I just got thrown off because they weren't doing a... Seen a couple of dead-end caves too. Boot blocked. Another one was just a single cave.
Oh wait, have
When
we
you
seen Magic Container Cave? Oh, there's Death.
Tell you.
Hammer Cave finally.
Finally, Jam found Hammer Cave. This was going to be in Hammer Cave. No, it's not going to be Hammer. Jam site for 3 and 5. Boots, I don't think so because they have found all the caves. Or Master Key.
Raph.
You're a bit ahead of me.
Oh, I see.
Might be, but not by much. I don't think it's a big deal. Oh, that must be a relief for Jam. Fly to the next continent. First thing you see is the water tile. I'm sure he's taking a mental note. Point P bag. Rose just not having any luck. Taking an up A.
Jam in Naburu Town. You still there? Cool. If you're speaking, I can't hear you. Jam doing some jumping exercises. That was nice. Did we lose Cool in the gank? Jam in a P-bag room, P-bag cave. With the boots, knocking boots. Cool, are you back? I thought I heard something.
Sorry, I had to step away from the computer.
Oh, I see.
Did I miss any?
Say again?
Did I miss anything? I had to step away from the computer.
Yeah, Jam found boots in a P-bag cave. And either Palace 1 or some other palace.
Has he gone back to get the water tile or? Key,
No, he
wow,
hasn't.
that's a great find. Back. Master key, I think he's probably going to do P1 if he's found it. Running up the towns and maybe get the fairy spell, because there's a good chance that it is required. Absolutely required. And 7 magic containers for the house in New Kasuto. Expensive. Spell in New Kasuto, so nice piece of non-randomized item.
What spell did it get? I didn't see that. spell.
You'll use it to get the item from the tower. And it's a heart container. Sure, he was hoping it's a glove. Okay, it's going back in P4. Still no raft. M's going in circles, but now he's finally going down. There's another town.
Jam found P1 earlier. He's probably gonna go there after this town, hopefully.
But Darunia, and he's gonna cash in the child. He found it in Fire Town. So what he's going for is actually getting upstab. And then he's gonna start taking down palaces. That's all he's missing. Next. I think we haven't seen Maze Island.
No, we haven't.
Well, anyways, and the Darunia spell is the jump spell. He still doesn't have downstab. For sure. And it's a magic container. And still not enough to go to that house in Nukasudo. Still missing one. It's at the north part. It's blocked. The mountains, so it's either a cave or on the other side of the continent. Or a flute, but it rarely is. It's probably a connector cave.
So Jam just needs downstab, glove, and
Harry, he's got thunder, he's got reflect. The key. Your spell, and it's either fire it's linked to. Wants to find out, he's eager to find out, he's got his finger on the trigger. City's just losing an insane amount of time in Death Mountain. Sometimes Death Mountain is like that. It's just impossible to navigate, and cave is the flute. Island. It'd be in one of the palaces. 4 or 6. Another palace right next to Maze Island. And it's Palace 5 or 2. And he's gonna explore Maze Island. One thing I noticed is a lot easier to do fairy feet with my D-pad.
Yeah.
I thought the analog stick would give me like an edge, you know, like, and you can't get any smaller than 1 pixel, I guess. Easier with the boots. Avoid a lot of overworld and the set encounters that are everywhere in Maze Island. If he's got the directions to Death Mountain, he says take the first cave northwest of Spectacle Rock and you get there. He's been keeping track. Someone says it's really hard to do fairy feet with an analog or keyboard. And there's a heart container in Maze Island, so the glove playing really hard to get here. Got the directions down. It goes to a 2 cave section, goes to the second 2 cave section with Hammer Cave. He's been keeping track, and I'm impressed by his sense of direction.
I thought Jam was on a dead end, but it was a fixed encounter right by a mountain. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's you haven't seen. Sometimes you have to explore those because I find a fixed encounter and a dead end, and I usually keep those for the end.
All right.
This is the glove. There you go. You're gonna see palaces falling down one after another. First palace in, and it's Palace 5, is it? And we're 59 minutes in.
Getting some frame drops in our CS side.
So am I.
He's back. Oh, did Jam pick up downstab?
Maybe that's why he thinks he can do 5. Proper items, I'm thinking he's in 2 now. I might be totally off. Somebody's gonna correct me in chat in like 2 seconds.
It's Palace 5.
Oh, exploring the left part of Palace 5. We're going for the boss here. I'm going for a really straightforward way of leveling up, going there you go, but with 6 gems to place, he's probably gonna with very, very high stats. We've got Kuma already.
Looks like
Relatively fast 5. Yep.
yeah, attack 5 is good enough. Oh,
Take him down with attack 4. I just can't. I don't think I ever tried 3. Or maybe, yeah, 3, and maybe if I'm patient. And a death, but I don't think he's going to take another death. I think he's going to play it safe now. Yeah, how far Rose City Saint is. Rose City Saint didn't spend half as much time in Death Mountain that he did. So Jam only spent 4 minutes in Palace 5. It's I don't have the numbers, but it's probably a lot faster than the average Palace 5. He's gonna tackle Palace 2 right there. I like being able to do Maze Island's Palace and then the one that's really close to Maze Island, because I feel like back there. Actually, since it's very fortunate that they can both be done without downstab.
I didn't see earlier. Did Jam pick up upstab?
Upstab, you're not really blocked from any of the palaces, are you? Because that room can be accessed from that room in 3 there can be accessed from the bottom, right?
Yeah, but just wondering. Because he seems to be ignoring downstab for now.
Well, I would be too if I knew that all the palaces can be cleared with upstab, and that you would just go and pick up downstab and then clear 4 and 3, and then just clear the game. West, I mean.
I think it's faster if you get downstab because you can skip a lot of enemies.
Rebenak?
No, I mean just going through rooms.
And, I don't know. I think I agree, but I think he's just a really good player. It not be a concern for him. Don't get me wrong, like
There goes number 2.
yeah, Helmet Head taking a beating here. That was a fast palace too. I didn't check. Must have spent 3 minutes or less in there. Life 7, he's taking minor damages from the Moas. He's gonna tank it out. Oh man, and then that's it. He's done. You know, he's done with the East. He's just gonna up it after this, and then his down stab. 2 palaces left. 2, and yeah, he's got 1 more palace. And, there's Palace 1, that's right, the one we saw before. Offline. So now we have officially 4 and 3 on the... Six without down stab. Like he's behind. If can clear 6 as fast as possible. He's going for attack 6 next. Don't bother. I probably wouldn't either. Especially with no downstab. I think he's hoping he's going to run into a Barba without can counter. He's got the fire spell, but I don't think we know what it's linked with. He's got every other spell except for life.
Oh, Jam did get fire.
Really want to see if that Rebanak fight is necessary for Barba. If that's the case, we're gonna have some no down stab action. Jam has done that before. He probably has. I haven't been paying attention. First the Swiss round where the necessary fight with no down stab, I believe, and the boots were needed to access the town that has down stab. And no problem for Jam. He's gonna go with no down stab, no problem. Here it is. Nah. He's gonna take him down the old-fashioned way. But he's got plenty of lives. With absolutely 0 HP. That's impressive. The highlight of that playthrough so far. Required.
Uh-oh. Is RC...
Did he say it?
Okay.
Water, and he's gonna head back to Death Mountain, no doubt. Trying a new route.
Thanks for your host, Larry.
Larry's followers could be a rowdy bunch. I don't know if you should be thanking him, so... We finished watching Monday Night Raw, and they're all... Larry's followers, of course. Please. Being it. Sam's gonna go in Palace 1. Palace 6, he's gonna make short work of that palace. here. Arrives in Palace 1, uppays, gets his lives refilled. Palace 6. 5 and a problem for him. Experience anymore, he's just full speed mode. Remember that he might be thinking he's behind. Rose City Saint is just ahead of him. Spent less time in Death Mountain. I think that was close to a minute. And we know where they are. 4 and 3. If he doesn't go and grab his down stab at the same time. Really paying off. Just clearing all the palaces without down stab and then heading west. That, by the way, just because of the Rebo fight in 6. I'm gonna have to go back and practice that fight with no down stab. I don't think Jam remembers that this is a dead end. It's not. I'm stupid. Nevertheless, I think he doesn't really remember that. Maybe he hasn't been and maybe it was Rose City Saint. And unlocking those doors in 4. Later in 4, because it usually means you're gonna have 2 right screens right next to each other. Chance of finding Carrick. Palace 4. At Death Mountain's Mirror Cave is not accessible. Vitamin P4 is a heart container. It's gonna take it, because why not? and I feel like we're gonna see Carrick right now. The third dead end, so there's 3 of those lava dead ends. Way out. No problem with Magic 6, he can afford it. And 7 are by all means very, very decent stats to have for the final. I feel like Jam must be thinking he's really close to Rose City Saint. Really not spending it's to. Who was right? Hitter and then we haven't seen this elevator. Yeah, we did, so he's gonna go left. Like Road City Saint might have had a better chance of mapping the entire Death Mountain with pen and paper. A nice set of pink curtains with pink walls, absolutely no sense of fashion or decoration. Sense of decoration will get him killed. Go for Jam. He's probably going to take the next level and burn his experience. Magic 7 and hasn't lost any lives in P4, so no reason to up A here. And Palace 3 is a really easy palace, especially towards the end of the game like that. Downstab? I don't even know. Yeah, he didn't get downstabbed. He must truly think Rose City Saint is just behind him. We're gonna see another no downstab Rebo fight. So yeah, simple.
Gem spell works.
You don't need it, right?
If I didn't have it. If I had it, I would use it.
Try it once. 3 was blocked. Kicking down Knight with no down stab. 0 HP. That's where he likes to be. Rose City Saint winning that playoff race, and if all he's probably gonna not continue on, but he made such a good effort out of it. Shitty yellow curtains for Rebo. Yeah, we did not have a chance. And right now, I think we're gonna see Jam going for down stab because chance that it's required in Great Palace. And he's probably higher on something.
No down stab.
Come on. Oh, I want to see if it's required. I mean, drop room there? Can you think of any other rooms where it's required?
A down. Which one? Down stab?
Room, right? And it's probably the only place. The one-way, I call it the one-way room. It's the one where you need upstab, but now he can't even do that. He can only do that one, and you know, he can't do it from the left. And if I'm forgetting a room, then the buzz says it's only required in one room. In the stab room as well. And that room does show up sometimes in Short Palace. Guess what? He can't take the ferry because he doesn't have down stab. But who cares? Or maybe he can. Yeah, maybe he can if he just like shaves off the top. That he cares, he's got life 7. We wouldn't care either myself. Room, do you know? Oh, I know what it is. It's the one with that room we just saw, but the bottom part.
Alright, Rose City finally found a hammer cave.
And now we're in 30. There's 2 rooms where there's 2 drops where no, wait. He might be able to remove all the blocks. That drop room. I don't even know anymore. would do. He's gonna use a jump spell. It's all the same. We got T-Bird. Though we still don't know if downstab is required. Not that it's going to make a big difference. I think it's finishing a seed with no downstab, even in the little gutsy. Tell me right now what percent required. Was obvious that you needed to get downstab, or close to obvious. Is 90-something%, but
90% not needed.
Even if you encounter those waffle rooms, you need the glove, right? But the downstab, I thought downstab was pretty needed.
Yeah, I'd get downstab regardless. Both upstab and downstab.
And just because it's a time saver as well, right?
Yeah.
And he's already at Dark Link, so downstab. Required. He must have given this a lot more thought than I have, because I would have gone for downstab. 134. You know what? I think Buzz called it in chat. He said he's going to finish with 134. Even taking bets. We would have lost my house right there. In IRC, that seed can lick my nuts. Hopefully he's going to show up. I invited him.
Alright, I have to step out for a bit. Go ahead and do the interview.
Thanks for the streaming, by the way, Simple.
Wait, there's the button. Good evening. So, let's go do the interview.
Simple just stepped out, so he told me to conduct the interview. But
John, what's
GG,
up?
man, it was a
Wait, there's the button. Good evening.
Death Mountain was just really Simple
Yes.
just stepped out, so he told
Death
me
Mountain
to,
was just so
conduct
far
it.
away. You had to go so far away just to get to Death Mountain, and then it was a rough Death Mountain. I didn't know what I was missing in the beginning. If you saw, I went around the world twice and totally missed that little swamp area to the south of the North Temple.
I think I missed the the first 4 minutes, but Simple must have seen it. And would it surprise you if I told you that Rose City Saint just made it out of Death Mountain?
I believe it. I believe it. That was a crazy overworld.
Yeah. East, not so much. And like just you're taking down the first. You took down the East with no downstab, and I'm like, well, he's probably gonna get it when he goes back west, and then you're not getting downstab west, and then you're not getting downstab and going in Great Palace.
Yeah, what do you need downstab?
I don't know.
It's overrated, right? I felt like at that point I had to take gambles. I didn't know that Rose City was so far behind and got caught up much worse than I did in the beginning there. So in the essence of trying to save some, in the essence of trying to save some time, I was like, well, I don't need the life spell, I don't need downstab. Let's just go into Great Palace as far as we can, and if we get blocked, we'll get the spell and downstab. But it worked out.
I would have gone to get downstab, but Rose City Saint is with us, by the way.
Hey guys.
GG Rose City Saint.
What's up, RCS?
Oh yeah, that was a very good game, wasn't it? I sorry I let everyone down who said anything good about me. That was a really embarrassing situation.
I was stuck. I was super stuck in the beginning as well. I was running in circles for the first 40 minutes. It took me at least 40 minutes just to find the raft and get to the other continent. And from there, once I got off the continent, that's when things opened up. But yeah, it was a hell of a overworld generation there.
I knew right away what kind of bad shape I was in. I got the raft just before you finished. I got the raft at about the hour 30 mark. I'd left Death Mountain several times. I mean, I knew damn well that the raft was there, but out of sheer desperation, being unable to find that hammer cave, I started digging in 4 and other ridiculous things like that. I can't believe what a hard time I had finding hammer cave.
Yep, one way to get there, and it was a passage that led to 2 little passages. Yeah, you saw that because you got the hammer. But
shortly after getting the raft, I came across the fairy spell, and I'm sure the whole rest of the seed was probably smooth enough sailing from there. But that was really brutal.
Love was in Maze Island, so it wasn't. But really, that seed was all overworld because you had Thunder and Reflect right from the beginning.
Yes,
Candle,
absolutely.
so that made it not like a hard flag seed, but like a somewhat easy seed right away. But then it's just the Death Mountain, and it was tough to watch, even for us.
Well, don't knock those low-level connector caves that had red Dyra and difficult enemies like the Korea in there in tight quarters. And having low levels and being forced to go through those kind of caves just to advance through the seed was the difficult and the choke point early on in this game.
Yeah, I tried to grind up to Magic 4 or whatever just to fight that red Dyra in Jump Cave. I managed to do a strat where I pinned him against the wall, so I didn't have to go as far as Magic 4. But even that was terrible. I also missed Heart Cave and was convinced that Heart Cave had the raft. And you can imagine my surprise when I saw that it was just a little digger. And then you knew for sure it was in Hammer Cave. Really, I'm still mind blown. But hey, congratulations to Jam. He obviously played pretty well. And I had a lot of fun participating. I'm sorry I let everyone down.
Rose, good job making it to the brackets, because I didn't. I think you made such a great show overall. Nobody's really disappointed at all in your performance.
You're tied for 8th place, so that's something to be proud of, because that's just making it to these elimination brackets. Out of all these competitors and all these people, really, really good players out there, and you definitely rose to the top. So don't knock yourself for that. You're doing fantastic.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I guess technically speaking, I'd be tied for 9th, right? Because the 8 guys who advanced past the Sweet 16, they'd all be in the first 8. But
yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. I mean, this here is a round where a lot of very good players go home, and in just a little while, Buzz and Unos are going to go at it, right? And one
I
of
think
them.
you make it a little higher in my book because the way you made it out of the playoff race, and that race was really stacked, and
That's ironic because that play-in race was like one of my early career highlights, and then to have a game like this where Jam finishes before I can place a gem, it's just the exact opposite feeling. It's been a game of ups and downs for me. I've shown promise, but I'm still inconsistent. But I still love this game, and I'll be back next time.
Jam thought you were right behind him or right ahead of him. He didn't even bother to go get downstab. He finished the game with no downstab.
That is pretty ill. I'll hand it to him for that. That's one thing I don't think I've ever tried to do.
Same for me. I thought he was nuts, and Simple was in chat was commenting with me. He's like, no, it's not there's no problem. No downstab's okay. Like, of course he would say that.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really trolly seed overall, obviously, based on what happened to me. If that seed wanted to make itself just a little bit trollier, how about giving me no candle and forcing me to dig in Death Mountain with no freaking candle? That would have been nice, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I've been practicing with no candle, but to have it early was definitely a nice thing. So I'm not complaining in that regard. But if you notice my comments,
this is my first forfeit that I've done so far. But I wasn't about to make anyone else sit there and suffer just because I couldn't find Hammer Cave.
You can see my comments. What was it? Let's see. We started at 21:10, and then I made a comment at 21:27. So about 17 minutes later, 17 and a half minutes later, I'm like, and I'm like, I thought the seed was unbeatable for a moment.
I was hoping it was. I was waiting for someone to come into my chat and tell me we needed to roll another seed.
Yep. I thought it was unbeatable until it wasn't. So that's just crazy. But thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for the restream and the awesome commentary, you guys. If I could take like 2 moments to plug my Zelda marathon coming tomorrow for everyone. If anyone hasn't heard about it, I have my Zelda marathon starting tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be playing through all the Zelda games in release order, at least all the ones that I can capture, which is everything except for like Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks and all the DS stuff. But yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it.
Regardless of which timeline they're in, this is oh wow.
We'll be playing them all. This is not a timelines marathon, so it's a full marathon. So I'll be playing for about a week.
Talking about 24 hours there and with no sleep, or
first day is at least 24 hours. Usually 24 to 32 for the first day. No, it's physically impossible. As of right now, I don't have all the speed strats down, so it's just a fun little thing that I do, and I have prizes that I give away.
The Nintendo Wii one, the one that's really dark there with the
Twilight Princess. Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I play that on GameCube. Oh no, I play that on Wii. Never mind. But no, I don't do no CDI games, no DS games and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna finish setting up for that and probably wake up nice and early tomorrow and get ready for that. It's gonna start
exciting.
11 a.m. sharp.
So please, people in chat, follow our streamer and follow our players, and they both did an amazing job. And tomorrow we've got a race later coming at 12:30 Eastern time. It's Buzz against Unos, and it should be a very interesting race. I'm going to tell you right away who is streaming that. It's going to be a Randomizer Mania, actually, and it's going to be commentated by Joshy D and Dig Shake, so really good commentating there too. And 30, we've got Dig Shake against Link 7, and this is going to be on Randomizer Mania as well, with the commentators Angry Larry and the Buzz Thunder. And 2 days later, we've got the Error against Jackimus, and you can expect to see a lot more races coming in. They just haven't been scheduled yet. We've got, I think, 3 more matchups that are going to show up. Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah, good luck to Jam against the winner of Error Jackimus. That'll be a good one.
Absolutely. Thanks, man. See you next turning.
All right. You know it.
Good job, guys. Bye.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.